Okay, back again, and this one might actually be the longest because this one has the most products. But I think it's one of the most important ones because it's often the most overlooked, and that would be oils, essential oils, or oils and serums. And then obviously I'll finish it off with lotions, which is actually, I think, the smallest part. Oils to me are incredibly important. Essential oils, sort of oils that will seep in through past the top layer of your skin and sort of deep into your skin, sort of where everything's actually working, because obviously, as we all know, the top layer of your skin is dead, and the part that needs sort of the moisture and the control is underneath there. So you need something sort of, the creams are good, and the serums, things that are working on the top layer that everybody sees is good because that obviously needs attention. But if you want to really change the way your skin is behaving, you need to go beyond that. And to me, that's where things like essential oils come in, because they're going to go deeper and actually combat the problems and really work with what's happening in your skin. And especially if you get, the occasional breakout or stress spots, they can actually be managed. Because I know I'm not very good at de-stressing, so I actually have to work at what's happening with my skin and the processes that are happening underneath the surface in order to maintain and control my skin, and take proper care of what's happening. Okay, so this is probably the oldest thing in my skin collection, and there's not very much left. I was trying to see if I could actually hear anything, but there's really not much left. It's lasted me forever. And this is the SkinCeuticals Hydrating B5 Gel. And to everyone who's aware, B5 is also the best way to access hyaluronic acid, which is very important. It's in almost every skincare product. It's touted as the best way to give your skin extra moisture. It's also the way that you help maintain collagen and elastin. It's basically one of the superhero products that everyone keeps talking about. It helps, let's see what the back of it says. It says, contains hyaluronic acid, the body's natural hydrator, to bind moisture to the skin. Enriched with vitamin B5, this hydrating gel helps maximize the benefits of your daily moisture. So, basically, yeah, it's a miracle product. Unless you're me, and then too much hyaluronic acid makes your skin dry out. I'm a special person. You don't want to be like me and have crazy weird skin. So I only use a very small amount of this, and I usually put it on first because it'll, after it sinks in, like you heard, it helps my skin better absorb everything else. It's basically like a big pore opener, sort of like a massive sponge for your skin. It helps your skin just absorb everything else better. I bought this at Skin, oh goodness, I want to say 2006, 2007. So it's lasted me forever, mostly because I think I keep sticking it away somewhere throughout the years when I decide to become less focused on sort of beauty things, and then I try and be sort of less focused on that sort of stuff, and then I realize that I really am this person who loves beauty products and just wants to be completely obsessed with them, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then I just dive right back in. This is something I've been sampling. It came with my Suti order. Remember the amazing balm? This is the Suti Nourishing Night Oil, and I have to say that it's fantastic. God, I couldn't even tell you what's in it. I'd have to look at the website, but I will say that my skin has been much more calm, less rosacea flare-ups, less breakouts, because I get really severe breakouts along my hairline. I'm just a stressful person. What can I say? I'm very I like to control everything. Maybe that's why I run my own website. I just like to be in charge. And this has been really amazing. And this little sample has lasted me for ages. And there's still about this much left, which might not look like much, but when you're only using a couple drops, it's going to last me for quite a while longer. I can tell you it's won lots of awards. I don't know which ones, but it has. I mean, I'm a humongous fan. Mostly because I didn't start using it when I first bought it. I sort of tucked it away for later and I misplaced it, and then I suddenly found out when I moved, and moving had been so stressful, and new housemates, new everything. And for starters, it smells lovely. It's just got that really wonderful clean oil smell. I try to use either cold pressed or CO2 pressed, sort of very raw, healthy oils. They haven't been processed. They haven't had anything altered to them. That way they're as pure as possible. So I'm really getting the benefits from the oil itself. They haven't been fortified or changed in any way. So basically, because I don't want something that's been chemically altered, I'm trying just to get the purest benefit as possible. Then of course, comes the Ann Seminin oils, because this is what Ann Seminin are known for, their oils. And I have 4? Yes, I have 4. Now, Ann Seminin oils are not cheap. They usually run between 60 and 90 pounds a bottle. 40 and 90 pounds a bottle? I'm not sure. I can tell you that this is one of their most famous ones. The Precious Serum costs around 99 pounds a bottle. And it's one you're only supposed to use rarely, you know, like for 3 or 4 days before an event or something, and it totally turns your skin around, because it really does. And I found it for £20 on eBay, and I'm incredibly proud of that. The poor girl who sold it was really disappointed, but I was on cloud 9 because I got the best bargain in the whole world. I saved £79, and it was way fuller when I bought it. So you can tell I've used it quite a bit, because sometimes I just use it on sort of troubled bits, and it'll really help bring out sort of the best bits of my skin. It's just sort of regenerating, revitalizing. It smells fantastic. I think it's got bits of pumpkin oil in it, and it really is sort of the miracle oil. You can tell we're only supposed to use it sporadically. This is one I did buy full price, and this has been a lifesaver. This is my Phyta Rosa oil. Phyta Rosa is fantastic for stress spots and hormonal breakouts in general. It helps calm them, soothe them, minimize them. And it's not just me. There's been multiple studies on this, so this is possibly my favorite oil on the whole planet. I cannot even tell you how happy I am that I bought it. Especially as someone who suffers from stress breakouts all the time. Here, and they're so unsightly, and there's nothing you can do, but there is something you can do. You can get Phyta Rosa. I mean, I'm not telling you to buy this particular one from Ann Seminin, because hello, it's so expensive, but some form of Phyta Rosa oil, it's a miracle. If you get hormonal breakouts, this is your best friend, because when you get a breakout, don't dry it out. Increase your moisture, because the last thing you want to do is dry it out, because that increases the oil production, which then leads to more spots. If you increase your moisture, then the spot will go away. You don't pick at it, because then you won't scar. Increase your moisture, increase the Phyta Rosa, you're back in business. Sorry, that sounded like an advert, but it's mostly just because I'm so excited that I found something that actually helps with my spots. These are the 2 I got originally when I had sort of a facial assessment, which was like the best facial ever. If you ever get the chance, I would do it. This is balancing and soothing, obviously for my rosacea, my sensitive skin, my super dry skin. And the great thing about a lot of the Ann Seminin oils is that they balance each other out. They go together. You have trace elements, you have essential oils, you know, sort of they're a complex system, and they go together. That way sort of you're trying to do 2 things at once. and they work really well together. This is another one from the Cosmetics, and this is a reduced redness. And I feel like it's been working all right. Use sort of a tiny little bit, and it's brown. I'm not really a big fan of brown products. It's just not very attractive. Or other products that come out brown. It's just not very inviting. There's just something brown. Ugh. I don't even like wearing brown. But I'm a weird person with complexes. But it does work. I mean, it's supposed to be, you know, anti-redness serum, reduces redness. But then at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's just the cold that's freezing my capillaries so they can't be inflamed. This is a disappointing one. Oh, this is so disappointing. This is La Bella Figura, the Découverte Under Eye Repair Serum. This has gotten rave reviews from everyone I know. And it doesn't work on me. And it might be because I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So the problems with my under eyes, which look surprisingly alright today, but genuinely normally look awful. I use this every day. And another annoying thing is that in order to put it on, you have to put it on completely tipped upside down. So you have to sort of tilt your head back and sort of dab it. And I find that really annoying. It's made with argan oil, Barbary fig, which is supposed to be sort of their key ingredient. Their magical ingredient is the Barbary fig. And it was really expensive. I mean, not in comparison to other things, but more sort of when you buy something because so many people you know have tried it and had such great success, and you spend the money that you worked so hard to earn, and it's for nothing because it just doesn't work on you. But it might work for you. I've heard amazing things about this from people. La Bella Figura Découverte Under Eye Repair Serum. They've got I use their other products and I've had quite good success. It's just this one that pisses me off that it doesn't work. You can get it in the UK from mysbeauty.co.uk or .com or something. They're a good e-tailer. It's just frustrating. The other one, obviously, I use from Pi. Love Pi. They've got great cleansers too. Great lotions, great everything. Wonderful organic company. Their rosehip oil. Everyone needs rosehip oil. It's great for scars, great for your face, great for pretty much everything. If you've ever seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the way the father uses Windex, you should use rosehip oil. It's perfect for everything. It's a great all-around oil. I promise that's the last of my oils. Like I said, this would be a long one. And then finally we have the lotions. I've been trialing for a while something called MitoQ. Oh, it's still backwards. I keep forgetting. Which is a really great antioxidant. Also works on redness, blemishes. Second it comes to the UK, it's going to be a fortune. It's about 99, 100 pounds. But the company who makes it sent me a few bottles, thankfully. Very happy about that. So I've got enough to last me for quite a while. It actually works. It's filled with CoQ10, the same thing they use in Alzheimer's treatments. I don't know why it works, but it's been patented and it genuinely does, which is wonderful and annoying because there's nothing worse than a really expensive product that works, because then you want to buy it and then you have to spend all your money. But it's wonderful and it actually works. MitoQ. It's not enough for me as a lotion because it's just too thin and it gets absorbed very quickly. But I will say it's had a fantastic effect with my rosacea, putting it on spots, putting it on hormonal spots with the Phyta Rosa. Need the two together. Well, you don't need the two together, but if you're going to go for one, go for the Phyta Rosa, definitely. But this has just worked really well. I mean, it's supposed to be in anti-aging, but this is going to sound horrible, but I don't really struggle with that right now. I actually have an overabundance of elasticity in my skin. I have good genetics. My mom's in her 60s and she barely has any wrinkles. So I'm just praying that her genetics pass to me and that I won't have a problem either. But for other things, my rosacea, my spots, it's been fantastic. And my hero product for the ridiculous dryness that is my skin at the moment is coming from Ann Seminin. Surprise, surprise. But it'll have to come from somewhere else quite soon because I'm very nearly out of cream. It's almost empty. But this is called the Extreme Comfort Cream. And it's working really well, but it's just too expensive. I can't afford to rebuy it. So I definitely need something else, something very moisturizing, very thick, but sinks in very well and doesn't leave a greasy residue. Well, one of the reasons I love this. It's also unscented. I'm incredibly sensitive to scent. It's a migraine trigger for me. So this is just a fantastic product all around, as is everything Ann Seminin I've tried. Like I said, I'm an addict. I really hope you've been patient, and I appreciate your patience. I'm sorry I had to make so many videos. I hope you understand why I did. I have so many products that barely scratches the surface, and that's just some of my skincare. That doesn't even sort of include the products I don't use. That's just the ones I do use. So thank you for your patience again. I've been Sarah, and I really appreciate getting this chance to share with you everything that I use, because I'm a crazy obsessed person who loves products. So thank you. Bye.